All right. Hey everyone, welcome to week 3 of the Kubernetes 134 release cycle. And today is June 4th, and this is the APAC release team meeting. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you all that as part of the Kubernetes community, we fall under we abide by the CNCF code of conduct, which boils down to be excellent to each other. So please make sure that you're mindful of that when you interact with anyone in any of the calls or in Slack. With that out of the way, I think we can get started. I don't see any items under the open discussion. Does anybody have anything they would like to discuss for open discussion? That seems like a no, so we can go ahead with the team updates. First up is enhancements. I see Faika listed here as the enhancements shadow giving the update, but I don't see her in the call. So I can read out the update.
Yeah, I can give the update instead.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. So we've completed on shadow onboarding and SIG outreach this last week. This week we'll be starting outreach to KEPs about the PRR freeze, and we'll plan to complete by the end of this week. And I think we've had one of the MRs, PRs merged for granting access to shadows. I think there was one more to go still. And so current status is yellow.
Awesome, thanks. Does anybody have any questions for enhancements? All right, I guess that's a no. So yeah, one more thing I want to mention is that if there are any shadows who had not introduced themselves in the previous calls, you can feel free to do that now. So Josh, if you would like to introduce yourself again, or if you had not done that last time.
Yeah, sure. My name's Josh Mickelson. I'm going to be on the Enhancement Shadow team for 1.34. I don't know what people usually say for introductions, but this is my first release on the team and my first meeting, so I hope that update was okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's usually how these meetings go, and yeah, we're glad to have you here. Welcome to the team, Josh. If there are no questions for enhancements, I think we can move on to release signal. Are there any release signal shadows who would like to give the update?
Hey Sridhama, Project here. So Raji is out,
Yeah.
I think, for rest of the day. So on the release signal status side, so we have few of the failing test cases that we have reported, mostly related to the signal. And we have already created the respective issues and started the discussion in the right channels for some of these failures. And also we have a couple of flakes. One in the SIG nodes that I have already reported, and one more in the SIG API machinery. So yeah, working on that. So those were the updates. Sir.
Awesome, thanks. Does anybody have any questions for release signal?
Just a heads up that. Go ahead.
No, Vim, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying just a heads up that Alpha 1 is next week. I'll cover that in my updates, but just a heads up for that.
Yeah, I just think that Adil, I think yeah. So the assignee for this week probably will join the US time zone call today, and maybe we'll get a more detailed update. Yeah.
So, yeah, and Prajot, if you have not introduced yourself, you can feel free to do that now if you would like.
Sure. Yeah, I had done it, but well, yeah. So massive project. So this is my first time on the release team for Kubernetes. First time serving as a release signal shadow here. Previously, mostly my experience lies in the cluster lifecycle project. So I've worked with the release team for CAPI, maintaining right now core maintainer of CAPI IBM project also there. So moving into Kubernetes now, I've worked with some of the test infra contributions and stuff. Uh, but yeah, trying to learn more from folks here and grow together as a community.
Awesome. Yeah, welcome to the team, Pradyot.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you don't have any questions for release signal, we can move on to docs.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Urvashi. Starting with my introduction, I worked with the team before and last release for the doc team only. And yeah, part of this release as well. I'm working at FICO. It's a fintech US based company. So this was my introduction. Regarding the doc team update, our status is green. Our branch sync for the week is open. And the PR to add the docs team to the website maintainers is open, and also we have scheduled the orientation for this Friday. Any questions?
Yeah, I added a few comments to the PR for website maintainers.
Okay, sure.
Apart from that, it's cool.
Awesome. Thanks, folks. Moving on to comms. Yeah, I hope there are no other questions for docs. In which case you can move on to comms. I don't see a comms shadow in the call, so I'll read out the update myself. The current status for comms is green. The comms onboarding was completed last Tuesday, and the org membership issues are like still open, and folks are like still waiting. Like there are folks who are like waiting to be added to the org. Yep, and yeah, the PR to update the release team. I believe this was merged.
Nope, this isn't.
I'm not sure if the same PR or not. Okay, this is a different PR, right? Yeah, the one that I was talking about was the release team.md itself. That is different. Yeah, that one has been merged, and they've mentioned it here also. Yeah, so the status is clean, and I don't see any anything else that is going on with comms as of now, at least until the keps have been tracked. So I think we're good here. Does anybody have any questions for comms? I will take that as a no. And moving on to release branch management, I don't see any release branch management shadows in the call. So I will read the update. The update is that there is nothing major to share until there is a release cut. So I'm hoping that by next week, when we have the first alpha release, we'll have more updates from release branch management. I don't see Federico in the call, and I don't see any updates from him either. So I'll hand it over to you, Yom.
Hey everyone. So first of all, welcome to the team. For the folks that are joining this call for the first time, I'm Vyom. I'll be the lead for this cycle. Sorry if my audio is a bit choppy. I work at Canonical in the Ubuntu security team, and I think this is my 8th cycle in the release team, and I'm also on the Kubernetes security response committee. But apart from that, getting into the action items, sub-team leads, please ensure that your shadows have the required org memberships. I granted the open org memberships, the issues that I found yesterday, and folks that had reached out to me via Slack. But if there are still any shadows that don't have org memberships, please do that within this week. And please make sure that your shadows have the required access to perform the role-specific tasks this week. I've taken a look at all the PRs that are open. I have pinged folks to approve them, waiting on folks to approve those PRs, Kubernetes or the mailing list that helps get this talk as well. So all those PRs are open and they are awaiting approval from release leads and SIG for example, in the announcements PR. Apart from that, the Alpha 1 release cut is scheduled for next week. So release signal team, if you need any help coordinating the activity, or if there are any failing jobs or flaking jobs that you need someone to address those or require someone's attention on those, please feel free to reach out. Apart from that, the PRR freeze is next week. Enhancements team, there was some discussion around how this would be enforced, but this would be enforced normally as it has been done in the previous releases. So you just remind the enhancements that PRR freezes next week, and please be ready with the questionnaire filled and the thing approved. Apart from that, the no such major updates. We are in week 3, and the membership, etc., and access PR should be hopefully merged by today EOD, so that you all can get tracking with various boards that you're working on with more efficiency. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Vyom. Does anybody have any questions for the release lead? No? Okay. Moving on to SIG scalability, I don't see any updates. I'm assuming that the status is green if there aren't any updates. Yeah, with that, we are at the end of the meeting. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to bring up on the recording? Oh yeah, I can introduce myself, and I can let Wendy also introduce herself. Yeah, my name is Sriram Venkatesh. Hey everyone, I've been part of the release team from 129 now. I've been part of like different sub teams over the course of the last 4 or 5 releases now, and yeah, I work at DigitalOcean currently, and yeah, I'm happy to be here as a release lead shadow again.
Yep. Hi everyone. I'm Wendy. I'm a part of the release team seeing the version 1.31 and mainly in the release signal side. For this release cycle, I will support the release signal and release doc team. Really nice to see all of you guys, and really excited to have a chance to collaborate with everyone in this cycle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with everyone. If there aren't anything else that folks would want to mention in the recording, I'll stop the recording now. Bye bye, YouTube.